Hey everyone. I came on a couple minutes early just to make sure we're good, just to make sure you guys can see me and hear me. I'm going to go over to my comments. All right, you guys, we're just setting up here, getting ready for our autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. Oh, I love fall. Can you tell? I'm so excited. I love the change of colors and just this crisp smell of fall in the air. So I'm going to let you guys gather in. Again, I came on just a little bit early to gather you together. Use any supplies you have. Here's my bag of goodies. Hi, Maddie. Look at that. That's my bag of goodies. I keep a big clear bag so I know what's in it. And you can use anything you have. So you don't have to paint. I love to paint. I have a ton of paint. So you can use a pencil. You can use paper. I always do a sloppy copy. You can use colored pencils, magic markers, oil pastels, crayons, broken crayons, new crayons, whatever you have. Watercolor paint, tempera paint, acrylic paint. I don't use oil paint because you need turpentine and it's permanent and it can ruin stuff. So I stick with acrylic. I love acrylic paint. Got my overalls on. All right, you guys, who is ready to have some fun today? Today is autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. So I'm so excited. I love autumn and fall, and I can't wait to get started. So that's my website. That is artistheart.org is the full website. And if you guys check it out, you can see all kinds of different stuff on there. I'm going to take that off. All right, so now you can see the full painting, right? And again, I'm going to practice, you guys. So when I do my sloppy copy, I use just scrap paper, whatever you have. I'm going to draw with a black marker so you can see it on the screen. If I was not on a screen, I would use pencil. So if you have a pencil, that's awesome. And I'm just going to, again, start with basic shapes to create my truck. So let's start. I'm going to use a horizontal line. Horizontal line. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. If you really want to make it perfect, you can use a ruler, but you don't have to. Then I'm going to curve it just around the corner. And I'm going to go vertical. And then a little bit back to horizontal. Okay. So this is the back of the pickup truck. Now I'm going to do the top. So I'm going to slightly curve it and go vertical. Curve it and go horizontal. Curve it slightly diagonal. It doesn't have to be, it can be straight. And then this is the hood of the car, which is slightly, my painting, I didn't really do it. It's more horizontal, but I would slightly make it go down. I decided that looked too straight. So again, this one I'm just going to slightly make it diagonal and do a vertical. Okay, and then in here, there's like an arch shape, right? So that's the fender. I think that's what it's called. I'm not great into cars. So I'm just going to do a curved line out here and arch it at the bottom. Okay, and I can do the same thing here, curved here, like that. Now, if you guys have something circular you want to trace, a dime, a quarter, a cup, a bottle, whatever you have that's round, you can use that for the tires. I don't know how big you're working today, so I'm using 16 by 20 canvas, and again, my scrap paper is smaller. So if you want nice circle tires, trace something that fits your paper. So I'm going to do a front tire here and a back tire over here. Okay, and then the middle hubcappy thing, whatever you call it. I know someone out there knows the names to these parts of the car. This is a truck. Okay, so this thing here arches over like a rainbow. Same thing here. Arch up and over like a rainbow. Okay, and then I'm going to do a horizontal line connecting them. I'm going to do a vertical line right there. That's where the door would open. I'll put a little handle in here. Let's do the window. So vertical, curve over, curve up. And you guys, you don't have to put Snoopy in the window. I mean, if you want to, great. But you could, we want him on a road. So it looked like my truck was flying because there was no road. So look, I just added a couple of horizontal lines. And now my truck's driving on the road or driving on the grass or driving in the woods, wherever your truck is going. Apple farm, pumpkin farm. Today we're doing the pumpkin farm. In the window, you could put a person, you could put a cat, you could put a witch, you could put a pumpkin driving the car, a little silly pumpkin on top. Okay, so you do not have to do it the way I'm doing it. You can customize it to your liking. You can change the colors too. So we'll talk about that later. But I am going to draw Snoopy in there. So I'm going to put a little Snoopy head. I'm going to start here, curve up and down. And remember, you guys, this is practice. If you love your practice and you want to make it your good copy, fantastic. I always practice. Because I feel like if I do it and I do it again, I do it again, it gets better. Do it again, do it again, do it again. Okay, now your pickup truck, you could have anything in the back too. You could have monsters, goblins. You could have Woodstock sitting in the back of the pickup truck. You could have people. I'm going to do pumpkins. You could have one giant pumpkin, or you could have a whole bunch of pumpkins, little baby 100 pumpkins. Up to you. So again, I'm just going to make mine look like the artwork that I have on display. So I'm going to start with my big pumpkin in the middle. I left a gap where the stem is going to go. Make a little baby pumpkin over here. And it's overlapping, so it looks like it's behind the big pumpkin. And I'll put another pumpkin over here. Put as many pumpkins as you want, okay? Same goes, and you guys, Woodstock could be flying in the sky. Woodstock could be nowhere. I didn't even put Woodstock on there. And again, you customize it. Do you want leaves on the ground? Do you want trees? Do you want leaves in the sky? Up to you. Do what you want. You could always do leaves with like little fingerprints and, you know, use the eraser of a pencil and dip it in the paint or draw them out. Up to you. Oh, let's see your comments. I got to make sure I'm on comments. All right. Thanks, Maddie. You got this. I like that comment. I appreciate it. Okay. So here's my first question for you guys. What do you think people like farmers and people on the pumpkin farm like to keep in their overall pocket? I was like, what pumpkin seeds? I don't have any pumpkin seeds. But leaves are a good thing to keep in there, right? You can keep pretty leaves. I love collecting leaves. Okay, I got some leaves in there. What else they got in that pocket? I'm going to tell you later. You got to watch and see. I know, though, I'll tell you one more thing. Not only do the leaves, how about a phone charger? That's awesome. Keep a phone charger in your pocket, right? In your overall pocket. That's a big overall pocket. I could keep lots of things in there. So I'll have my phone charger because you know what? Usually I don't. And then my phone dies. All right. So enough about my phone. Let's move on. Got it? We're done with the sloppy copy. Now, I'm going to do it on canvas. A lot of people like to use the canvas pads that are flat, but they're canvas and they're awesome. You can do a lot of them at one time. They sell them all over. Just Google canvas pads. And I'm going to use a 16 by 20 canvas. Same thing. I'm going to draw it out. Now, I would not use tempera paint on canvas because it doesn't cover it great. I would definitely stick with acrylic, which is non-toxic, on canvas. Or you could just use paper, cardboard, a shoebox, whatever you have. All right, so let's start with the basic big, the back of the pickup truck is almost like a rectangle. So I'm going to start here with a horizontal line. And then I'm going to go vertical, horizontal. I'm going to arch it with that smile or that rainbow smile, right? That's my little fender thing. Okay, let's come over here. This is where the door is and the roof. So vertical, arch it over, horizontal, vertical. And then I'm going to slightly make it diagonal, slightly so it's sloping down. Curve the corner. This is where that fender thing is. All right, and again, get those circles, whatever kind of circles you guys have. I like it, a crunchy, guess what I have? A crunchy apple, but I couldn't fit it in my pocket. I could pretend. Look what I have in my pocket. Hey, a crunchy apple. Is it break time already? We've only been on for 10 minutes, but why not have a break? I love Honey Crisps. Very good. Good suggestion. Crunchy apple. All right. So, and if you're watching this recorded, there are people who are chatting. And if you ever watch live, you can chat with us. But I'm reading the comments and someone suggested I had a crunchy apple in my pocket. Okie dokie. Let's go back to our circles. So again, you guys can start if you want with like the hubcap, the baby circle in the middle. And you can trace whatever it is that you have, or you don't have to trace it at all. I'm going to put a couple more circles in this one. This one's going to be a white wall tire. White wall tires, I believe, were big in the 50s or 60s. So you can sketch out your circles or you can find things to trace. When I'm looking for things to trace, I run all over my house looking for different cups and saucers and plates. And then I kind of practice which one fits what I'm trying to do. Or I can just freehand it and sketch it out. So I'm going to arch it over here, arch it over, and then wrap around. So let's do the thing here. And then here I'm going to connect it with a horizontal line, horizontal line. All right, I know you're going, slow down, slow down. So let's see what else is in my pocket. Okay, we have a crunchy apple. I know. I bet you guys have this close to you. How about some hand sanitizer? Who needs some hand sanitizer? That's a great thing to keep in that big overall pocket. Hand sanitizer. All right, I'll show you more later. Okie dokie, let's go back. All right, Snoopy can't get out if he doesn't have a door. Well, no, he doesn't have a window either because there's no, so we got to make one. We got to make a door and a window. So let's go back here, vertical, curve the corner, horizontal, curve the corner, vertical, and horizontal. Now Snoopy has a window, and let's do the door. Vertical, horizontal. I'm going to go up and curve a little. Give him a handle so he doesn't have to climb through the window. I'm going to tell you guys a story about climbing through the window in a minute. I'm going to tell you something else. You could fill this pickup truck with trees too, like Christmas trees. So you can fill that pickup truck with anything. And the funny story I want to tell you guys is when I went out with my family one time when I was littler, looking for Christmas trees, and we found a beautiful Christmas tree, and me and my mom and my sisters, we used to go out together and find one. And the guys that we got the tree from tied the tree to the top of the car. But when we got home and tried to get out of the car, we couldn't because they tied the doors closed because the rope went through the roof and through the windows. So we got home, we were stuck in the car. So me or my little sister Darcy, one of us had to climb out the window and then go in the house and get some scissors to cut the door, cut the string so we could get out of the doors. But that's one of our best memories. It was so funny. So, and we got a good Christmas tree too. All right, so back to Snoopy. Let's draw Snoopy's head. That's a true story. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, there's Snoopy in the truck. Don't forget, you don't want your car flying through the air, so we got to give it a street or grass or a dirt road, whatever you want, but give it a little horizontal line. Fill your truck up with whatever you want. I'm going to do a big giant pumpkin with a stem. Put some pumpkins over here, overlapping, so it looks like it's behind the other pumpkin. Overlap. And you can make it go up as high as you want to. And again, add whatever you want to. If you guys want to add some falling leaves, add some falling leaves. You want to put an apple tree in there, put an apple tree in there. Make whatever kind of leaves you want. Whatever kind of leaves around you. Again, I love collecting leaves in the fall. So leaves, the colors are amazing. I really think fall is my favorite season. I love the smell of fall. I love pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin pie. What else is in the pocket? Well, let's see. How about, does anybody have a fork in their pocket? Break time. Who likes pumpkin pie? All right, I hate to do this to you guys. Me. I like pumpkin pie. All right, so break time, right? I do break time. All right. I just really give you guys time to catch up. So there's our drawing. Customize it however you want. If you want your pickup truck to be blue, make your pickup truck blue, right? Maybe you have a blue truck. Just have contrast. So if the background is going to be blue, the pickup truck would have to be a different blue, a darker blue, a brighter blue, and soften up the background. Maybe then the background is green. Just always have contrast when you're creating your color scheme. So again, I'm going to stick with these colors, but you can do it however you want. You want a yellow pickup truck, a gold pickup truck. I don't know if you have gold paint, but I'm going to start today with my background, my blue color. So I'll use blue as the background. I really do want it pretty, let me see. Let's see how bold this blue is. It's kind of dark on the screen. So I could add a little bit of white to it to lighten it up so it's not so dark. I'm going to show you guys my plate. So I reuse my plate over and over and over again. That's my palette. So I just put some fresh white and some blue, and I mix it together. I could even mix it together right on my canvas. So see how much softer that blue is? So that's a value. It's called a tint, T-I-N-T. A tint is when you add white to a color to lighten it. When you add black to a color, it's called a shade. Like sunglasses. Think of sunglasses to remember that. I'll go around my leaves. But, if you want to paint over them, you can. I wanted to add this painting today because you guys, I have like 100 pumpkin paintings. I love pumpkin paintings. And I could probably do one every single day. It's so hard for me to decide. That's why so many times I post stuff and ask you guys to tell me your favorite. Because, you know, I could do this every day. You could have SpongeBob driving the truck. Or Patrick. Who else could be driving the truck? Think of fun things that you like. Could be a mermaid driving the truck. Baby Yoda driving the truck. Oh my gosh, maybe one day I'll do all of the favorite characters in one artwork. They can all be doing some different stuff. Even in the window, I did blue around Snoopy's head, but you could do it black. I actually, once I start using black, I put a little bit of black in the blue just to make it look like a tint. So it's just a little bit darker. But right now I'm just going to put the blue in the window. Maybe his window's down, maybe the glass is up, but it's transparent. That means you can see through it. See, I like the lighter blue more than that bold blue I was using before. Here's the bold blue that I had. And again, you use what you want, but I added a little bit of white to it to soften it up. Mix it right on your canvas if you want. So I am using something called a flat paintbrush. It looks like a square, but you can use any kind of paintbrush you have or want. You could be used, so round is when it's pointy. Like, let's see if I have a pointy one. I'm going to use a pointy one later. This is a round tip. See, it's got like a little bit of a point. This is a flat tip. And people always want to know the size, but it really just depends on the size that you're working on. But any size will do. It just, if you have a really tiny brush, it's going to take you longer. And if you have a really big brush, you would get done quicker. Okay, there's my background, my blue background. And you could just do the grass green while we're doing the background. Again, you could add more white to it. You could add some yellow into it. You don't have to have grass. You could make it gray like a road. You know, you can make a brown like dirt. And again, I'm going to go add some wispy, like pieces of grass later. I just wanted to get that down. And again, you can make some yellow in there. Right? I consider this like flat green because I just use green alone. And then give it a minute. What else is in my pocket? Don't you guys want to know what else is in my pocket? You always got to have a highlighter because you never know when you're going to need a highlighter. Always got to have some lip gloss because you never know when you got to gloss up. Or if your lips get chapstick. Let's see what else I got. Oh, that's for later. I'll show you later. Oh, maybe one day I should play a game. Guess what's in the pocket. And then if you guess it, you get a prize. All right, so let's do the red truck. And again, you don't have to use red. Pick a color that you really like. Pick a color and do your truck. I'm going to use red. I'm going to make mine look like that red pickup truck. Oh, I forgot this. Look at, I forgot the front of the truck. You guys didn't tell me. Here, I forgot the sky over here. Now look, again, there's the solid blue, but I want it lighter. So I got to put a little white in there. And you guys, no one knows your mistakes but you and whoever you tell. So like I just told you. Okay, let's paint my pickup truck. Paint your pickup truck in. I'm going to paint right over the lines. Now, you guys can paint around your lines. You could add your lines in again later. That's why I love using Sharpie, because I can paint right over it and still see it. I could still see some of my pencil lines if I pressed hard enough when I was drawing. Oops, all right, that I didn't mean to do. Let's see. So what did I do? I went right through my tire, and I have a white wall. Now, if I was patient, I could let it dry and then paint over it with the white. I forgot where's the white wall. The white wall's, it's like a donut. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to wipe it off. So what I did was I wet a paper towel and I'm wiping it off. This works when the paint is wet, okay? And make sure your painting is flat, because what happens if it's up on an easel like mine, or you have it propped up and you do that, it'll drip. And dripping, covering a watermark is pretty hard. So if your painting is wet, again, just wet a little bit of your paper towel. It's almost like an eraser, kind of like a magic eraser. I try not to tell people that too much because, again, if you get it too wet and it drips down the canvas, then you have a water streak. So look, I shouldn't have done that. I was going too fast. So imagine that. It's because I was drinking too much pumpkin spice coffee. It makes me talk fast and paint fast. Take your time so you don't make mistakes. Like me, I make mistakes all the time. And if you make a mistake, it's okay. You can start again. You can keep going and see if you can fix it, like I just did. Now, the reason why I didn't erase all of the red in the tire is because it's black. Black will easily cover over the red. I just wanted to make sure that I got rid of the red that I got in the white part of the tire. And again, if it was dry, I could just paint over it with the white paint. If the one coat of white paint doesn't cover over the red, you can put 2 on. You just have to be patient and let it dry in between layers. You can't layer something while it's wet. Doesn't work. I'm going to leave the handle white for now. Now, and again, let your truck dry. But later, you guys can write, and you can use a Sharpie. You don't have to use paint. You can write Snoopy's Express on the door. You could write Happy Fall, y'all, on the door. You don't have to write anything on the door. Across the bottom, if you want to write Autumn Leaves on Pumpkins, Please, you could do that as well. So just think outside the box. Come up with your own ideas and things that you like. Okay, as we're doing the pumpkins, you could do different color pumpkins. You could have a yellow pumpkin and a white pumpkin and a blue pumpkin. Again, make sure you have that contrast. Maybe you guys even know where blue pumpkins grow. I don't think we grow them in Cleveland, Ohio. That's where I'm at, Cleveland, Ohio. But, you know, again, mix it up, or you can just use your imagination. You can also put silly faces on them, right? Here's one of my silly face pumpkins. This is wood. I did not make these, okay? And so this is my other, right? How cute are these guys, right? They're so cute. So this is carved out of wood that I bought from a local artist. But your pumpkins don't have to look like my pumpkins. All right, I gotta put those down. I'm trying not to get paint on them. So let's paint the pumpkins. Now I would go to the round brush, okay? So again, this is a round brush. It has a point on it. If you only have one brush, great, okay? That's fine, not a big deal. If you only have one brush, wash it off when we do the orange. Paint your pumpkins in. So if you don't have orange, if you mix red and yellow, you're gonna get orange. If you want it lighter, add some white. You could give it some highlights. I could do all of them the same orange. Again, mix it up if you want to. Make one a little more yellow. If you do them all the same orange, you can outline them so that it just doesn't look like one big orange blob. This one, I put a little bit more yellow in the orange. It's kind of like yellow orange, like macaroni and cheese. Don't want to get you hungry though. This one too. I got my red for my pickup truck is still wet, and I got it in my pumpkin. But that's okay. See, look, this isn't a mistake. Look at my little baby pumpkin. See how I got the red in there? But it looks cool. No one knows that that's a mistake. And that red in my tire, I'm going to fix it by painting over it with black. So don't worry about your mistakes. They happen. And I paint every day. But the more you guys do it, the better you're going to get at it. Let's make this one. Let's make this one a deeper red. Or orange. I just don't want it to blend into my pickup truck. I want it to look different than my pickup truck. And again, I can outline them later so that they stand out. And you can paint your leaves in, and you guys do not have to use the warm, so red, orange, and yellow are warm colors. If you love purple, make your leaves purple, okay? Make them yellow, make them, if you want to leave them green, make them green. Totally up to you. But while I have that on my brush, I'm just going to jump into my leaves and paint those in. Warm colors are so pretty. And again, you can put a little red in there. It doesn't have to be one color. Where'd my leaf? Look at this leaf in my pocket. Look at all the different colors. Oh, and the paint. Okay, I dropped it in the paint. But see, the veins in the leaf are like a dark brown, or if you mix, like some purple together with some orange, you'll get like that deep brown. It's pretty. Or you can use black. But look at how it blends from the red to the orange to the yellow. And then I dropped it in the green paint, of course. But you don't have to make it look like that. You can make it however you want to. You can fill the whole sky up with leaves. I didn't do that many, but you are, I mean, you could do this all day and tomorrow. You don't have to be done when I'm done. You don't have to keep up with me. Do it at your own pace. And do, you know, again, change it however you want to change it. Just put a little. Right, I could make leaves go all the way across the top if I wanted to. I'll put a few more on this one, just to make it a little different. They could be falling. You can make them go off the edge. You could add a tree if you want to put a tree in there. I could put like a tree over there. Maybe I'll add a tree later just to make it, again, a little different. Let's do the stems. And your stems could be the same green, or they could be, you know, maybe a little lighter. Let's try the same green and see how it works. So here's the bright green that I used on the grass. Now stems really are a little more brown. So if you don't want them to be, see, I think it looks weird that they're exactly the same as the grass. Like, I think it should be a little bit different. So if you take some of that green and mix it together with your orange, you're going to get a cool brown. So let's try it. Let's try a little. All right, so here's my lovely plate. I'm going to put my green there. See that? And take a touch of my orange and mix it together. I'm getting that brownish color, almost like a burnt orange. See that right there? So it's a little bit different in color than my grass. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a little bit of a different color. I could just mix it right on my canvas. I just don't want it to be exactly the same. But again, yours can. It's just preference, what you want it to look like. And you can make those veins come down, you know, like the little stem lines. You can put some green in one of the leaves. And I always save the black for last because I just tend to bump into it and then get it everywhere. So before I do that, I'm going to put some blades of grass. Now watch this. I'm just going to put some wispy lines. Can you see that? So it's almost the same green. So let's do that again. Let's mix some green and some orange together so it's a little bit darker. And look, I'm going to put some wispy lines going up. Oh my God. My Siri just turned on and scared me. Okay, so if you guys saw me jump on that one. All right, so again, I made a little bit more green, but I mixed it with the orange, and now you can see those blades of grass. And I'm just overlapping them from the bottom green. And you could do it. I'm going to do my tires later because I didn't want to use the black yet. But you can make some of that in here, just like some little pieces of grass in your solid part. If you were going to add a word down at the bottom, like happy fall, y'all, or something, you know, wait for your painting to dry. You can sketch it out. You can do it in pencil. And you could just do it right on top of the grass. We're just layering it here. Couple of sprigs of grass. You get the idea. Okay, now I'm going to go into my black. Use the smallest brush that you have. Go slow. If you want to use a Sharpie, use a Sharpie. Okay? You don't have to paint it. So the center circle is black. And then there's a white, let's call it an O, a white O. And then this part, that's why I didn't mind if I went inside the line, because I'm going to paint right over it. Let's do the other one. So I'm going to start with the center. Go slow. Again, you can use marker or Sharpie to color in, or if you're using a paintbrush, go gently. So the heavier you press, the wider your bristle is going to spread. And I want you to go slow and try to stay in the lines with this black paint. So you have to be gentle. You don't want to press down too hard if you have a bigger brush. Try to use the tip of it. Go slow and light. All right, what else is in my pocket today? We got another leaf. This is where I'm going to tease you guys. You always got to have a piece of candy in your pocket. This is called a truffle. I don't know if you know what truffles are, but they're really good. You should use hand sanitizer, but I'm going to pull it right from the wrapper. I wish I could share with you guys. Here, want to try? That's cool. Okay. I think that's all I got in my pocket for today. Well, you know, this is for later. So I love these pockets. You know what else is good in there? You know what else fits in there? My phone. All right, yeah. I have paint on my phone. Shocking, you guys. Really, if you ever see me without paint, it would be a first, because there's always paint on me somewhere. I'm not the neatest artist. That's okay. I'm not trying to be. All right, let's paint in Snoopy. Again, tiny brush, Sharpie marker, small, black, go slow, details. Okay. Let's do his ear. I already did his eye with marker, and let's do his nose. Okay. His front tire looks a little weird. I think it's a little lopsided. Maybe it's a flat tire, huh? No, Snoopy. Snoopy, do you know how to change a flat tire? Or you would call Charlie Brown for that? Okay. All right. That was a little better. It was looking a little weird. And again, your grass, if you wanted to put sprigs of grass over your tires, you could do that. Let's see. I'll try it on this one. Let's see what happens. Let's just try some wispy little grass lines on a tire. Now, I'm doing it on this one because it's dry. Okay. And look, the green goes right over the black because I'm using acrylic paint and it's dry. I would just make a mess if I did it right now on my wet black paint. So don't do it while it's wet. This is, again, you can layer it and add it on layer. So the pickup truck is driving through the grass. If you want it to be. And again, if you want to add the leaves to the bottom, now my green is still pretty wet, but I'm going to, again, if you just want to add Now I'm just doing little blobs of color. So that's fine. Just don't make it look like a pattern, right? You want to scatter those leaves. If they look too perfectly placed like a pattern, then it wouldn't look natural. So I'm just kind of putting down some orange on the bottom. Maybe some yellow. Let's see what else I got here. See, to me, that right now they're starting to look like a pattern, and I don't want that to happen. You can make a pile of leaves. Who doesn't love jumping in a pile of leaves? Right? And again, if you wanted to put a tree, let's just practice a tree. Let's see if you guys can see that. Like over here. I'll do it over here. So maybe I would just do a line. I have black on my brush. And I could just make it, you can make it brown. I'm just giving you options. There's a little tree. Add what you want to. Make it your own. Think outside the box, right? And just get inspired, keep creating. And I'm going to give you guys a link if you want to come up and share with me. That would be awesome. So the link is, it says StreamYard. And let's see. Hopefully that works. Okay, so if you guys click on the StreamYard link, it's a program that I use. It allows me to go live in multiple groups. So right now we're live on Facebook and in our private subscription group. And then if you want to come on the screen, you click the link, it brings you into a waiting room, like behind the scenes. You guys are about 10 seconds on a delay. And then if you can lower your Facebook volume, and if you can't figure it out, it's okay. Sometimes it just causes some echoing. Again, because you're 10 seconds behind the actual live feed. But you can click on the link and you'll come into the green room. That's the waiting room. I'll bring you up on the screen. We'll share the screen and you can show your artwork. Okay, if you want to. It'll ask your name. It's okay if you don't want to give your name. It's not a big deal. You could even put pumpkin lover or something. But otherwise, it's just going to say Facebook user. So, which is fine. It's just, you know, sometimes it's nice to know who's out there. But I want you guys to feel comfortable. And that's the most important thing. So StreamYard, again, is just asking you for access to come on the screen if you want to share whatever it is you have. So I love it. Oh, and let's see. I forgot. You know what I wanted to do while I'm waiting for you guys? What about some apples in the tree? Okay, because it is apple. Because my apple's turning brown already. Oh, look. All right, so that's how you got. All right, I'm going to give you a lesson on apples. This is a nice Honeycrisp organic apple. I bought organic apples. And do you know, well, you guys that know my niece and nephew, Rachel and Joe and Richie, they were hanging out with me. They spent the weekend. This is when they were little kids. And I bought organic apples. And then I was cleaning the room where they spent the weekend. And I found a half-eaten apple. And do you know, over 3 days, it did not turn brown. And that really scared me. I'm like, how does an apple not turn brown? And it was organic. So I am not even sure what they pumped into it. But look, I bit into it, you know, a half hour ago and it's brown. That's good. That's a good sign because it's natural. That's what an apple should do, right? Okay, that's my talk on apples. So, all right. Are my girls from Florida still here with me? Is Maddie still here with me? I know my girls from Florida are probably not done. But even pop on and say hi. Emma and Bella. They've been with me since March. So you guys have been doing this since March. Oh, I hope they have the link. Hang on, let me see if I can make sure they're in a different group. So you guys, who's coming on with me? Anybody today? Otherwise, I'm going to have to start eating my apple again. You want to add clouds to your sky? Add some clouds. Here, I'll put some clouds in while I'm waiting. How about let's put some little clouds in here. It's supposed to rain here later. So I just put some white on my brush and I'm kind of just tapping, tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, tap, tap. See, that gives me a little texture for my cloud. Now, what if I think, oh, I don't like it, or it's too white? I'm just going to go and put some more blue on my brush. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. What else could you put in this? You could put a spider web. You can make it, again, change it up however you want to. Okay. You guys, I know I went quick. I'm blaming it on the pumpkin spice. Anybody want to come on? You click the link. I'm waiting for the girls or anybody else, boys. And if you don't want to come on, that's okay. Let's see. Do I have any other pumpkins to show? Oh, you know what? I want to show you one more thing. So you guys, I try to buy art from local artists and small businesses like myself. So this I did not make, but look at this one. Oh, I love this. This is from a local artist, and again, strung by Shauna. And this is all string. Look at that up close. Look at those beautiful colors. It's on wood. See that? So it's a plank of wood. And this is nail art. So there's little nails on there, right? And then the background is all different beautiful autumn leaf colors. Oh, you guys still can't see the link. How is that happening? Hold on, you guys. Let me see if I can get them the link. So you guys, so Irina, if you can go on to the Artist at Heart subscription page, I put it in the comments under the stream, and I put it on the Artist at Heart subscription page. So when you guys are in a private group, Facebook does not allow Facebook does not allow the comments to go in a private group on StreamYard. Like, it's kind of a roundabout way. Awesome. So you guys that are live publicly are able to chat and stuff, but when we're in a private group, it is actually a little set up a little different. So they have a different way to come on, but you guys have the same link. So, all right, I just love this. So I actually change all my artwork in my house when the seasons change. So I've been running around taking down all my beach pictures and all my seashells, putting them away, putting up my little pumpkins and my leaves. I told you guys, and if you didn't see this earlier, and you can put, you know, a face on your pumpkins if you want to.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, girls.
Okay, so we just found the link, and I'm eating an apple, so my voice sounds eating. And I am putting on glasses with pumpkins.
How fun! I want those. You both have them. I love those. Very stylish.
Show your arm.
This is my arm.
Oh my God!
And this is mine.
And How did that happen?
We don't know. It just
You
happened.
don't know.
We used our arm as a palette.
Yeah. Wow, look at all those colors you guys have going on. Let's see your artwork.
This is mine. I decided to have
Oh, I love it.
SpongeBob.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Are those flames on the tire?
Oh yeah.
I love that. That looks great.
And this is mine. It's very plain for now, but I'm not done yet, so it won't be plain.
I'm sure not. Yeah, I have to figure out a better way to get you guys the link, because when I have you in your private subscription group, but I'm also live on the Facebook page. So we'll figure it out. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, girls. So Emma and Bella have been with us from the beginning since March. But anyways, if you guys want to put a face on your pumpkin, there's one. Here's the other. Okay. Think outside the box. Be creative. Do your own thing. Stay safe. Be kind. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Lola's here. Yay, Lola. Hi.
Oh, we finally found it.
Do you want us to post the link
Oh my
in
God.
the other page or not really?
What's that?
Do you want us to paste the link in the other comments?
Sure. I did already, but they couldn't see it.
Okay, so
Do you see it in the other? Lola, you have a matching shirt?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that.
yeah. Well, I'll try to find the link after.
Oh,
I don't.
Hold on.
yeah. I don't know. Again, when I go to both places, I did it in the comments and on the page. So
Yep. I'll find the link after, and I want to show you.
Okay, this is my art. I'm
that
not.
looks great. Yeah. What are you gonna? That looks awesome, Lola. What are you gonna do with the space under the truck, the white space?
I think I'm going to put just glue the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just wanted to show you something.
What?
Yeah. Okay. You can see that my dog's doing some art.
Oh, no way. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. What's your dog's name?
Brutus.
Say it again. Brutus. Brutus, I love it. That's so cute. That's awesome. Lola, I'm so glad you shared with us. And I love your shirt. I got to find one like that. Yeah.
I also named him Snoopy.
Aw, so cute. I went to the Halloween store looking for Snoopy and they didn't have it. I was like, you guys don't have a Snoopy? I was going to put Snoopy ears on, but they didn't have it. So that's okay. Thanks, Lola.
You're welcome. Bye.
And thank you, Mom. Thanks, Mom, for trying to find a link. Bye. That's awesome. All right, you guys, we have so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me, creating with me. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy this amazing autumn weather and stay safe. And I'll see you guys again soon. And post your pictures. You guys can check in at Artist and Her Paint Party. You can post them on the page. If you can't figure it out, you can message me the photos and I'll post them for you guys. Okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.